Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the seventh chapter of our English grammar book, prepositions. So, first of all, we'll understand what is a preposition. A preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or pronoun and some other words in a sentence. So, what is a preposition? Preposition is a word which shows the relation of one noun or pronoun with another noun or pronoun in the same sentence, or with some other. It shows the relation of a noun or pronoun with some other words in the sentence. Okay. So preposition shows the relation between noun or pronoun, or with some shows the relation between noun or pronoun, or the relation of noun or pronoun with other words in the sentence. The preposition is placed before the noun or the pronoun or any other words acting like a noun, like a gerund. Okay. So the preposition is always placed before noun or pronoun or any other word which is acting like a noun in the sentence to show its relation with some other noun or pronoun in the sentence. It is again saying the same thing which I have said, that preposition is placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relation with some other noun or pronoun in the sentence. For example, the cat is under the table. Here you can see the cat. Okay, cat is our noun and table is our noun. So the relation between cat and table is being explained by the word under. Okay, so under shows the relation between the table and the cat. So under is our preposition. The cat ran after the mouse. Okay, so what was the noun and pronoun in this sentence? The cat is our noun and mouse is again our noun. So the relation between cat and mouse is again showed by the word after. So after is our preposition. Now types of preposition. First we'll study preposition of time. A number of preposition may be used to denote time. On Monday, before night. Okay. So some prepositions are used to show time, like on Monday, before night, during the day, till tomorrow, after lunch, etc. At, on, in. So this at, on, in are preposition of time. We'll study how they are used. At usually denotes a definite point of time but cannot be used for indefinite periods. So when we are talking about a definite time, okay, like at 3 o'clock it is a definite time, at midnight this is a definite time कि हाँ ये रात को सुबह 3 बजे 4 बजे ये definite time है. At the beginning of the class, at the end of the meeting, at dawn, at night, at Christmas, at Diwali, this is a definite time period कि इस वक्त. So when we are talking about a definite time period and not about indefinite time period, so at that place we are using at. On is used with days and dates. So with days and some specific days and so with dates we are using on. Like on Monday, on 5th December, on the day of Diwali, on Christmas Eve, on the evening of 6th March. So these are days and dates with which we use the. In is used with the parts of the day और मंथ, ईयर और सीज़न. ओके, तो दिन के किसी हिस्से की बात कर रहे हैं या किसी मंथ के किसी हिस्से की बात कर रहे हैं या ईयर के किसी हिस्से की बात या सीज़न के किसी हिस्से की बात कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पे हम इन यूज़ करेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, इन द मॉर्निंग, in the afternoon, in the evening. ठीक है, we are talking about a part of the day here. Here some parts of the day we are talking about, so we have used in over here. Again, in summer, in winter, when we are talking about season we use in summer, in winter. In the March of 1984 or in March in 1984, when we are talking in time used when we are talking a part of March, like this happened in March, this they got married in March, for example. ठीक है, तो part of March or specific day of March they might have got married, but the event took place during March, so that's why we have used in over here. In is also used with the future tense to show the period in which an action will. Okay, so in we also use with future tense so that to show that a certain period in which the work will take place. For example, we will go to the temple in 2 hours. सो फ्यूचर टेंस में है इन 2 hours. ठीक है, और 2 घंटे में हम लोग मंदिर जाएंगे. इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स, in a fortnight. Okay, so all these are future tense. Carefully note the difference between in and within. Now there is a difference between in and within. In means in the given time, within means before the end of the given time. ठीक है, I shall be back in a week. मतलब इन क्या होता है कि कोई भी चीज़ उसके आखिर तक चलेगी. इन तब हम यूज़ करें, मैं 1 हफ्ते में लौटूंगा, मतलब मैं 7वें दिन, हफ्ते के 7वें दिन लौट जाऊंगा. ठीक है, एंड आई शैल बी बैक विद इन अ वीक, इसका मतलब होता है कि मैं 7 दिन होने के पहले पहले लौट जाऊँगी, वीक ख़त्म होने के पहले पहले लौट जाऊँगा। इन अ वीक का मतलब हो गया कि मैं 7वें दिन लौटूंगा, और विद इन अ वीक हो गया कि 7वें दिन आने के पहले पहले मैं लौटूंगा, ठीक है। By denotes the latest time at which an action will be over. Okay, so by shows the time in which an action will end. For example, the show will be over by 6 p.m. तो कितने बजे ख़त्म होगा शो? इट विल गेट ओवर एट 6 p.m. सिंस एंड फॉर, सिंस एंड फॉर आर ऑफन यूज्ड विथ परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस टेंसेस। परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस टेंस क्या होता है? एक ऐसा काम विच इज़ गेटिंग परफेक्ट ऑल्सो एंड इट इज़ गेटिंग कंटिन्यूस ऑल्सो, ठीक है। एक ऐसा काम जो परफेक्ट भी हो रहा है और साथ ही साथ कंटिन्यूस भी हो रहा है। आई हैव बीन डूइंग माई होमवर्क सिंस मॉर्निंग, सो I am slowly doing my homework, so it is getting perfect also. Along with that, it is getting continuous also. We have studied this thing in tenses. So when with perfect continuous tense, we use since and for. Now, what is difference between since and for? Since is used at with the point of time at which an action started. ठीक है? Since is used with that time in which an action started. Okay? He has been working since 8 o'clock. ये सुबह 8 बजे से काम कर रहा है। जब कोई एक्शन स्टार्ट, सिंस किसके साथ होता है? जब से, जहाँ से उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम के लिए यूज़ होता है जब कोई एक्शन स्टार्ट होता है, ठीक है। फॉर इज़ यूज टू सजेस्ट द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, कहाँ? स्टार्टिंग ऑफ टाइम एट अ पॉइंट, starting for with the starting point of time we use since, and for the entire period of time we use for example, I have been waiting for 3 hours, तो for क्या हो गया हमारा? मैं 3 घंटों से वेट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। सपोज आई हैव बीन वेटिंग, मैं कितने देर से वेट कर रहा हूँ? 3 घंटों से वेट कर रहा हूँ। अब इसमें पूरा टाइम पीरियड बताया कि मैं कितना वेट करूँ, लेकिन अगर मैं बोलूँ कि आई हैव बीन वेटिंग सिंस 3 o'clock, मतलब मैं 3 बजे से वेट कर रही हूँ। मेरा वेट करने का समय कब से शुरू हुआ था? 3 o'clock से। सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन सिंस एंड फॉर. For is okay. Since for the from. Now last we will study about from. The emphasis on the is on the starting point of action. It is almost always used with to or till or until. The exam will be held from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. ठीक है। जब कोई एक्शन स्टार्ट होने का समय और साथ ही साथ एंड होने का समय हमें साथ साथ दिया हो, ठीक है। फ्रॉम दिस टू दैट, तो with that we'll use from. Like for example, the exam will be held from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from is used with to, till or until. Now next is our preposition of place or location. Okay. So what is our preposition of place? A preposition which is used to denote some place is called as preposition of place. For example, at or in. At gives an idea of an exact point or place. It is used with villages or small towns. Okay. When we are talking about an exact point or an exact place, with that we use at. Okay. When हम कोई exact जगह की बात कर रहे हैं उसके साथ हम क्या यूज़ करेंगे? at. And with villages and small towns we use at. In is gives an idea of a larger area and is used while speaking of bigger town or states. At is used with small places, small states or cities, whereas in is used with when we talk about bigger towns, states or countries. Okay. At Shalimar Garden, this is a small place, and we along with that we are also talking about a particular place. That's why at Shalimar Garden. In New Delhi, now New Delhi is a very big state, so in New Delhi. At Ambala, so again we are talking about a specific place which is also short in small in terms to remaining place, so that's why we have used at Ambala. At conveys the idea of a general neighborhood. Okay, when we are talking about a place which is in our general neighborhood or which is nearby to us, and with that also we use at. Please sit at the table when you eat. ठीक है। I shall meet you at Connaught Palace. So these things shows that okay, these things are nearby us, or these things are in our neighborhood. That's why we are using at between them. Now between and among. Between is used between two person and among is used between more than two things. This one we have used in our previous classes also, when there is a thing between two things. So we, in that case, we use between. But when there are many things, okay, and in more than two things, and we are talking about when among is used with more than two person or thing, when we are when between many things, between more than two things, if a person is standing or a thing is present, so in that case we use among. When there we talk about between two person or things, we use between. When we talk about more than two person or thing, we use among. For example, a small table was lying between two chairs. So सपोज दीज आर द टू चेयर्स एंड वह टेबल वॉज लाइंग बिटवीन देम. सो बिटवीन दो चीज़ों के बीच में एक चीज़ जब होती है वहाँ पे होता है बिटवीन. द हेयर हिड अमंग द बुशेस. तो अब बुशेस मतलब घास, ठीक है. तो बहुत सारी बुशेस होंगी वहाँ पे, बहुत सारी बुशेस होंगी, दो से ज़्यादा. और हेयर क्या है, उसमें जाके छुप गया. तो हेयर हियर द थिंग, द एनिमल वॉज बिटवीन मोर देन टू थिंग्स, दैट्स वाई वी यूज्ड among. On and upon. Both on and upon can be used while speaking of things at rest. Upon is used upon things in motion. Okay. So suppose on and upon is used for things which are kept at rest. For suppose this is a duster. ठीक है. तो on and upon are used for those things which are at, मतलब एक resting position में उसको रख दिया जाता है. Suppose this duster is kept in a table. But upon is used for those things which keep on moving, even though it is suppose there is a car over it and it is moving on the table. So it is in action, that car is in action. So in that case for the car we'll use upon. But this duster is on a resting place and there will be no action in the duster, so we'll use on. For example, my bag is on the table. On or upon the table. For example, why on or upon? Because this bag we can move, okay. There can be motion in the motion in case of this bag. So my bag is on the table. The cat sprang upon the table. So the cat jumped into the table. Again he jumped, again he can be jumped back to the floor. Okay, so again the cat is in action. So again that's why here will be used upon. Above or over. Both above and over means higher than. Sometimes they can be used interchangeably. But over also means covering or vertically above. Okay. So what is the meaning both above and over? We mean something which is over or the flag hoisted above our heads. ठीक, कोई भी चीज़ जो हमारे ऊपर होती है उसके लिए हम क्या यूज़ करते हैं, above या over. एंड बोथ above and over can be used for both of them. ठीक है. above और over जो है दोनों के लिए यूज़ किया, मतलब एक दूसरे की जगह यूज़ कर सकते हैं हम लोग. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द फ्लैग्स वेव ओवर और अबव आवर हेड्स. if we use over that is also correct, and if we use above that is also. But over can also means covering or vertically above. लेकिन over अगर if we are talking about a thing which is covered by something, which has covered something, for that we'll use over. Or if we are talking about something which is vertically above us, okay, which is vertically above us, and for that also we use over. For example, my father put a blanket over me, so the child was covered by the blanket. So in that case we'll use, suppose this is the child and he was covered by the blanket. So in that case we'll use over here, because when we use over for covering also. There is a bridge over the stream. So what is bridge? The bridge is in a vertical built up in a vertical manner. Okay, the bridge is always built up in a vertical manner. So that's why those things which are vertically above us is all for, in that for those things also we use over. Below or under, both below or under means lower than. Sometimes they can use inter, but under also means vertically below. Okay, below and under also means something which is lower than us. Okay, and both some below and under can be used in each other's place. But अंडर ऑल्सो में, जैसे अबव ओवर का मतलब होता है, ओवर कहाँ यूज़ होता है, कुछ चीज़ें जो वर्टिकली अबव होती है. सिमिलरली अंडर का यूज़ होता है फॉर कुछ ऐसी चीज़ों के लिए जो वर्टिकली नीचे होती है. इट ऑल्सो हैज़ द आइडिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट. देयर वॉज अ ब्यूटिफुल लेक बिलो अस इन द वैली. ओके, सो देयर वॉज अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल लेक बिलो अस इन द वैली. The traveler was resting under a tree. So how will the traveler rest? He will rest vertically under the tree, isn't it? He will not rest horizontally in under that tree. He will rest vertically. So when these things when something is vertically below, okay, therefore that we use under, and some for generally for things which are lower than something, for that we use below or under. So I hope you all are able to understand all the types of preposition. Thank you. Have a nice day.